I met Kelly 3.5 years ago in the hospital, and we quickly realized we had a lot in common. Both of our boys were born with heart defects and were born in Rhode Island and transferred to Boston. And we spent the next 5 weeks in the hospital dealing with ups and downs and what ifs and educating ourselves about heart disease, and came home to Rhode Island and continued our friendship and talked all the time.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and this is Julia, Kate Pacheco. And Julia has a congenital heart defect, and her big sister Caitlin also has a heart defect, also had a heart defect. She's perfect now in heaven. We've met Kelly and Melinda Helping Hands Healing Hearts a while ago, and they've been just a great support, and we are very blessed to be part of Helping Hands Healing Hearts.
We can't believe, I think I speak for both of us when I say we can't believe how much impact we know the group has had in the last 2 years, how many families we've been able to meet and help, both in small ways and big ways, and how much they've helped us, because we're still on our own journeys as heart moms.
Yeah, I think we've said it a couple times at our meetings that, we've done this as much for them as we have for ourselves. Right. So, we're glad that we can do anything to help anybody else, but selfishly, this has been great for both of our families.
Right.
Julia, do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Deity with the spider song.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
It's really great for Julia to be a part of it, because she gets to see other kids who have heart defects, and we also just get to meet a lot of great people, and we're just very thankful for Melinda and Kelly for taking the time to do this, because it takes a lot to have a child with a heart defect, and then to put in all the time and effort is remarkable. So we thank them, and we love them, right, Julia?
Right.
Can you say, I
am special?
Yes, you are special too. Do you want to say anything else? What?
The itty bitty spider without the wise found. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried upon the rain. And the itty bitty spider went at the spout again.
Great job, Julia.
What did I do? Why is this happening to me? Why was my son or daughter born with a heart defect, and to give it some sort of purpose,
right,
behind making sense of it and reaching out to others and, raising awareness, because it's the number1 birth defect,
Right.
While we wouldn't ultimately choose this for ourselves or for anyone, I wouldn't give it up at this point. There's, as hard as it is, on some days, there's been a lot of positives that have come out of this entire experience.
I was actually roommates with Melinda and Joseph when my son was in the hospital at Children's. It's a great support group to have other parents who understand what we're going through where nobody else understands. If you're not part of this whole CHAD community, you don't understand what we go through and what our children go through. They're not alone. You learn quickly that you're not alone in these groups, that there are other people who can help you, give you other resources to help you deal with your child's illness and the hospitalizations and everything else that comes along. Actually, my son is passed away. He lived for 16 months and 20 days and lost the battle back in October of '07. But I know my son is in a much better place now than he ever was when he was here.
My name is Sarah Bono, and my sons are Nicholas is 9, Ryan is 7, and Sean is 4, and Ryan is my heart child. He has tetralogy of Fallot. He only needed one repair, and we go to Children's once a year, and they check him out. He's had no restrictions, and he's very athletic. He just finished his baseball season, and he plays soccer and basketball. Just went to Disney, went on all the rides at Disney, so that was fun for him. I think it was good for him to have an older brother that never really took it easy on him. They were always very physical, so I think I could always judge what he could handle by what he could tolerate from his brother. I think for me, to know other mothers, if there's an appointment coming up or milestone school and trips and things like that. It's nice to have other moms to send out a quick email to. I think for me, when he was younger, to see the older kids running around, that gave me a lot of hope. And I hope now that he's 7 and he's running around, if there's little babies here, that they see him doing that and they are encouraged that you can do whatever you want to do. He doesn't think of himself as a heart kid, which is good, but he does know that he's different and he has to kind of be careful, a little more careful than his brothers. But again, compared to some other families, we've been very lucky and we're glad to have this group and for Ryan to see that there's other kids like him.